Okay, Mo, it's I Pick the Topic Tuesday.
All right.
Thoughts on the Bengals trading for corner Kelly Jennings?
They're being proactive. Look, number one, Clinton McDonald had maybe as good a preseason as anybody on the defensive line, and I think it speaks to the depth and the quality they have, specifically at defensive tackle, that you could take a guy who was so good during the preseason, I know he's a former 7th-round pick, and trade him. I think that says a lot about the guys they have. In exchange, they get a former first-round pick. Now, Kelly Jennings in Seattle did not play to a first-round pick's capabilities. He only had 2 interceptions, I think, in 5 years. But remember, the Bengals are looking for a third corner, and Kelly Jennings seems to me to be able to fit that role. Take care of a lot of guys in the slot receiver position. Hold down guys who maybe aren't nearly as big. And I think he can fill that role at least as capably as the guys who are already the candidates for those 3rd and 4th corner spots. And so, look, give them credit. We always knock them for not being proactive. We always knock them for being stubborn with what they have. They've been proactive with trying to upgrade their secondary incrementally. We don't know how Taylor Mays is going to work out. We don't know how Kelly Jennings is going to work out. But I'm led to believe that both of those players are at least as good as what they have and hopefully better.
Do you think Cedric Benson got off pretty easy yesterday?
You know, I don't know. Assault charge, 20-day sentence. Sentences always get sliced in half because of good behavior and stuff like that. I'm not going to complain about it. Number one, Cedric Benson will now not be on the streets of Austin, Texas during the Bengals bye week. And number two, look, if you think Cedric got preferential treatment by the timing of his sentence, I want my athletes to get preferential treatment. Look, Cedric Benson's job is to carry a football and get tackled. I know that sounds cool, I know there's a lot of glory, but the reason we want to be pro athletes, the reason we dream of having lives like our favorite pro athletes is because of the perks. Could be money, could be women, could be opportunities, could be access, and if it means it's preferential treatment by judges and or juries, I'm okay with that too.
Okay, the Vikings slashed the price of their upper level tickets this season in half. What are your thoughts?
Obviously makes sense. Look, I've never understood why teams don't sell tickets and allow them to go unsold. It doesn't make any sense to me. If there's no market for your tickets, then cut the price. If there's no market for an iPhone, they cut the price. If there's no market for a car, they cut the price. I do know this about empty seats, and I've sat around a lot of empty seats. Empty seats don't park cars, they don't buy beer, they don't buy hot dogs, they don't make for a good home field environment. I do not understand. Baseball is moving toward dynamic pricing, which could change this a bit, but in the NFL, in the NBA, it boggles my mind why teams stubbornly insist on not selling tickets that nobody wants instead of cutting the price, maybe devaluing them just a little bit, which is fine because there is no value of an unsold ticket, and trying to sell them at a reduced price. Doesn't make any sense to me. The Vikings are doing the right thing. The Bengals this season, who will not sell out many games, if any, they should do the exact same thing.
Mo, I'm worried about your man crush on Yonder Alonso.
It's a little creepy, isn't it? Yeah. Look, Yonder, a bad night last night, 0 for 4, whiffed 3 times, so Yonder probably will play again right around the second to last game of the season. I love Yonder Alonso. I love a guy who, his swing is textbook. He looks like he knows what he's doing up there. There's a maturity about him. And frankly, the guy doesn't have the look of a chiseled, finely tuned athlete, which I can certainly relate to. I love Yonder Alonso, and I love the underdog. And even though he's a former first-round pick, and even though he's right now hitting .412, Yonder Alonso in this organization is an underdog, and he's a guy that I'm rooting for. And I hope that he plays tonight against Roy Halladay.
Last question.
All right.
Why did Derek Jeter break up with Minka Kelly?
Because he can. Derek Jeter dumping Minka Kelly's like me throwing away a pair of shoes. I can just go get another pair. Same thing with Derek Jeter. Why Derek Jeter dates anybody for more than 3 or 4 weeks is absolutely beyond me. Derek Jeter can cycle his way through just about anybody, and if you were Derek Jeter, I'm guessing you would do the exact same thing. Minka Kelly's going to be fine, by the way. She's going to land on her feet. Derek Jeter, it's more or less just a question of who's next, and I can't blame him. I think most of us would do the exact same thing. Email me your thoughts, mo@espn1530.com, or shoot me a tweet at moegger1530.